Mahela, normally in T20 cricket, 140 is not treated as a great score, but on this type of wicket, you were always confident that this was a winning score?
Well, beginning of the match, we felt that 140 was a par score, not a winning score, but a par score, where we could challenge. Because having looked at the other matches, we felt that guys were struggling to get that unless you get a good start. But we probably fell short, maybe by about 15-20 runs the way we started, and we probably should have finished better. But credit to the Pakistan, I think Umar Gul came and bowled really well. 3 overs pulled us back. So 140 was a par score. It's a challenging score, but the only way we could have won was by picking up wickets, which we did regularly. So that helped us to execute a good game plan.
Mahela, what was your advice to the bowlers, especially the pace and this thing? What was your main objective in that pitch, that kind of a pitch?
Well, I think we need to back our ability. I think when you see a batting lineup like Pakistan, you try and pick up wickets. You be positive as much as possible. On a slow track, you try and bowl straight. And obviously, guys did that. Especially the first 6 overs was crucial for us. But we varied the pace, but we kept it nice and straight. Made them hit big shots, take risk. So after that, the spinners came and did a job for us. So, I mean, I don't say too much. I think these guys are experienced enough to know what they need to do. They back themselves with their ability. So I just try and support them in whatever the decisions that they make.
Mahela, as a Sri Lankan, how much does it mean to be through to a final in your own country?
Amazing feeling. I think really proud of the boys. We had a great support out there. They kept shouting at us on the field. It was fantastic feeling. So I think we're a proud nation, a proud cricketing nation, and everyone will be behind us on Sunday. So quite looking forward to that.
Mahela, Tisara probably is the cleanest striker of the ball in the side. Did you perhaps at any stage feel that you could have probably sent him out?
We were thinking, I mean, if Kumar had batted a bit longer with Delhi, we had him padded up. But when Kumar got out in that 12th over, I think, 11th or 12th, we felt that there were spinners on, and that was a crucial time. That's why we sent Jeevan, because Jeevan plays spin pretty well, and he had a good start, but then he just couldn't kick off from there. But we always had, Angelo and Tisara for those last 4 overs. So it's easier to say, but we were thinking about it. But we felt on that wicket it was too early for him to go. Maybe the last 5-6 overs would be ideal for Tisara.
Well, first of all, congratulations to your entry to the finals.
Thanks.
I would like to know what would you cite as the main difference between the middle order batsmen of Sri Lanka and Pakistan, which ultimately contributed to the victory?
Well, chasing down runs, it's always going to be a tough call, in a big game like in a semi-final. I thought, we kept wickets in hand, batting up front. We were composed. We knew, 140 was a good score. They came in and they batted really well. I thought Hafiz batted really well, guided them through that first 10-12 overs. But we kept picking up wickets. That was very crucial for us to try and, put pressure on them. We knew they were one batter short today. We went with an extra bowler. So if we were to pick up 4, 5, 6 wickets, we knew we were into their tail enders. So that's what we did. And I always, back guys like Lasith and Kule to try and deliver in pressure situations. I mean, that's why we work hard for. And those 2 guys have done the job again for me. I'm quite happy. I mean, everyone, even the reserves, the management staff, doing some hard work, and it's paying off for us.
Mahela, you were over here. You were in Colombo for the first time. You play in a very unpredictable side in Pakistan. A coach who knows a lot about you. I mean, did that make you feel a bit more uncomfortable privately about this game than lots you played?
I mean, when you come in a tournament like this and you've done so well, semi-final is a big game. I think you want to get to that final, and it becomes a huge game. You'd be disappointed if you don't get through that. So it's a big game for us, and especially playing against Pakistan. We're a very unpredictable side. They could on their day could beat anybody. They've had the quality in their rank. So we knew they'll come up with a good game plan, which they did. They brought in another extra bowler. So we had to adjust ourselves up front. Tanvir usually picks up wickets for them. So we changed our game plan, try and hold up 6 overs, and then we knew we could attack their spinners. So today it worked for us. So sometimes, you make those kind of calls, it doesn't work. But I think overall our execution has been pretty good throughout this tournament, and hopefully one more hurdle for us to cross.
Mahela, you have played in 3 finals now, and Sunday going to be your 4th. So what would be the different approach you are going to approach? And the second question is that you captain today and risking that over the time factor. So did you ever think that you will miss a final?
It was going through my mind before the game, but it's important that you lead a team in a semi-final, the World Cup semi-final. So I knew the spinners will play a big part in this game, so the time factor we should be able to control. 4 finals, it's amazing. In one's career, you'll be lucky enough to play in 1 final, but I've been very fortunate to push ourselves to get into those situations. We have to approach it in a different way. Obviously, 1 final was in Barbados, the other one was in England. The other one was in Mumbai, so we're playing at Premadasana, so we'll approach it differently.
Mahela, Hera, 3 for 25, what was the thinking behind bringing him in for this game?
He's been brilliant against Pakistan. I think if you take his career, he's always tormented them, and obviously Pakistan has a history against left arm spin, so from the beginning when we analyze and do all those things, Pakistan, we always try and play a left arm spinner. We feel that, it creates us opportunities. So that was a tough call. Akhile's birthday is today as well. It was disappointing when I told him he's not playing. You should see his face. But we felt that the 2 experienced spinners would guide us through today, Ajanta and Herat, and they did the job for us. So you have to make some tough calls, and sometimes it pays off, like I've always said, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm quite happy that it did pay off for me.
Mahela, out of the 7 boundaries, 6 were either sweeps or reverse sweeps. A high-risk shot in a semi-final match. What was going through your mind?
Well, the wicket was spinning. It was a bit too slow as well. It was tough for me to generate pace to go straight up. So I felt that, horizontally I could probably generate more pace. You need to back yourself in these kind of big games, and, if it comes off, it comes off. But been batting okay, I'm pretty confident the way I'm approaching. And I have a lot of confidence in my other guys as well in the middle order. They've been hitting the ball pretty decently, so it's not a lot of pressure on me to hold it together. We're a group, and we back ourselves to play cricket as a group. So that's how I approached.
Mahela, you played at Hambantota, at Palakili, and now at Colombo. So how different were the tracks? Obviously the tracks were different. So how difficult was it to adjust to a Premadasa Stadium track as compared to the previous ones?
I think when we started the tournament, we spoke to the boys as well. We said we're going to play in 3 different surfaces. Will be different to each other. We had to adjust. We have to, execute a different game plan on those surfaces, and which we did quite successfully, except for the shortened game against South Africa in Hambantota. But like I said, it's all about handling some tough situations better than the opposition, because it's a 20-over game. You can't do much. So make sure that you make fewer mistakes and try and handle those tough situations. And I think that's what we've done in this tournament, and hopefully, one more game for us to go.
Last 3 questions.
Mahela, you spoke about playing your 4th final in a different format, albeit. What's been the key to making these 4 finals, and is this team better than the team that played in the 2009 final?
I think experience-wise, much better, because Angelo, Ajanta, all those guys were pretty new at that time. So we've learned playing a lot of T20 cricket since then, what our strengths and weaknesses are. It's just an approach. I think, we go into big tournaments believing in our ability. It doesn't matter where we play, with a very positive mindset, and, try and, do best we can for our country. And that's why we've been consistent, and I'm quite proud of the boys, the way they've handled this tournament. It was tough for them, the way we started, and, before that as well, a lot of cricket. So, looking forward to looking forward to Sunday. It'll be exciting.
Last two. Mahela, the wickets that we've had in this tournament have supported the bowlers a lot more. You've not had like 200 plus scores in every match. So do you think this is how T20 should be? And did the Sri Lankan Premier League help your preparation for this tournament in any way?
In a little way it did, because it's competitive cricket, and a lot of the boys took part in that, and felt really good. Made some of our selections easier as well, the SLPL. But I think we're playing in bigger grounds in Sri Lanka, and the wicket's a bit slower, so it's an even contest. You don't want to see 200 plus scores all the time. Sometimes it gets a bit boring. So these kind of matches are exciting for the public as well. It's a good challenge for cricketers as well. It's not been very low scores. It's 140, 150 is a good competitive score in a T20 game.
Mahela, you and Sangha, like fourth consecutive final will be on Sunday. So are you guys feeling emotional going into it? Like the previous 3 times you guys have...
Not really. I think, we both are really happy. I think for us to be part of a very successful group for over a period of time, like I've said before, it's rare for guys to, be in World Cup finals, and, we've been blessed with, 4 now. I know we haven't won anything, but, we're very proud to be part of a team which is doing really well.
Thank you all.
Thank you.